Hey! I'm on my own, broken alone. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kacey. If you've never seen my face before, this is what my face looks like. Hey. Hi. I missed you. I haven't seen you an entire week. But it was for literally the best reason ever. I had the best week of my whole entire life. I guess I should just jump right into it and tell you everything. So here we go. So obviously this is going to be a little bit of a different video. It's not going to be a normal Kacey video. I am going to be reading something that I had written and scripted a little bit. Number one, because I just want to make sure that I'm saying everything correctly, because what I'm about to talk about is sensitive to these people. And number two, every time I talk about this trip, I literally just bawl my eyes out. So I'm gonna have to read a little bit, okay? So going into this trip, I really had no idea what I was getting myself into. I just saw this really cool group called Give that plans a bunch of really cool trips in a bunch of really cool places, so you don't have to do the planning, but they also incorporate serving into the communities that you're traveling to, which is two things that I'm super passionate about, traveling and serving. So I thought it was perfect for me. Plus you go with a bunch of strangers, and I just love doing things that push me completely outside of my comfort zone, so I said frick it and I booked it.
She's calling me, like the rainbow, she's calling me.
Before going on this trip, I kind of just saw Hawaii as this beautiful, tropical, extravagant, Instagram-worthy place that I wanted to cross off my bucket list. I didn't know what sustainable living meant, sustainable traveling, responsible traveling. I had no idea what any of that even meant. I just thought I was going to Hawaii by myself to get away and get out of my comfort zone. But throughout this trip, I got the opportunity to work hands-on with 6 different organizations. Each day was a new project where we got to help different volunteer groups that are focused on taking care of the land, which is such a huge, important part of the Hawaiian culture. Most of our volunteer work included removing invasive and non-native plants, which we did at 3 different organizations. We worked in fish ponds, we worked in gardens, we worked in beautiful valleys. We also rebuilt fences to protect the native plants in that area and just help with different reforestation efforts. But since the Hawaiian culture really isn't my story to share, I am going to be linking a bunch of different helpful articles and links and social media pages down below that you guys can take a look at and help to understand their stories. Pulling girl. Reloading a fence. We're strong girls. I literally used that machete thing and chopped up some bamboo like a freaking machete girl.
Wishes for us to make it through the night. Stormy weather.
The number 1 pickers.
And just to say thank you for the effort and the hands that have gone into seed collecting.
Think about a lot of the issues that we're facing in our communities. Pollution and stuff like that too. Well, what's that from? Packaging. What we're going to start doing is around each ulu tree, we're actually creating a small agroforest, cutting back and digging out any of the invasive grasses.
In the game of love, you have to roll the dice.
What most people will just look at would just be a pile of dirt with an ulu tree growing in it. The important thing to understand about what's going on underneath the soil is that it is full of life. What makes this so important is that these animals and these microbiology exist in a symbiotic relationship with this plant. As this ulu tree grows and these leaves expand up towards the sun, it's essentially saying, feed me. This plant will take that UV and transform it into sugars and carbohydrates that it exudes into its root system. And these bugs will eat that sugar and carbohydrates and then release, literally shit out exactly what this plant needs to grow. These tiny little animals do so much for the soil, and in my personal opinion, one of the most underrated last resources we have on this planet, and we need to take it seriously.
Yeah! We'd never pay the price.
Today we're just gonna kind of jump in and we say makahana kaike, yeah? In doing, you learn.
No, I think we need a song.
7 years to life.
Oh, do it.
Recognize those individuals that we feel are the hamas as we call them, or just those who are outstanding, constantly doing something a little bit more, maybe above and beyond. Michael, Lenny, and I had the opportunity to work in the water for the most part, and one of those individuals is Kacey.
We never paid the price.
Oh my gosh, this is so dreamy.
So Kacey, need you to fuck shit up in this video. This is why you come on a gift trip right here. Yeah!
Chop chop. Oh yeah. I just felt so on top of the freaking world these past 8 days. I couldn't sleep. I was so filled with excitement and just pure feelings of being alive and in this moment and learning and just being surrounded by such inspiring people. But I remember there being this specific moment during the trip where Kay Aloha, one of our native guides for the trip, said something along the lines of, "You guys aren't here to fix the problems within our culture. You're here to basically shut your mouth and listen/watch." And not only did I get this throughout every story that I got to learn from every person on this island, I also got to experience it through all the stories of everyone around me on this trip. Every new friend I'd met, every guy, and that's what Give is all about. Learning and growing and pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone in order to do the best that you possibly can to be the best person that you possibly can. Does that make sense? Just be the best you that you can possibly be by learning and growing. I know that I may seem like so all over the place and this video may seem all over the place, but I'm just so passionate about what this trip did for me and everything that I learned and the people that I got to meet and spend this trip with. So I just want my passion to pour out into this video for you guys to see. Also, on top of that, and on top of all the amazing feelings that I was feeling, I had no phone on my trip. I made it a goal for me as soon as I landed in the airport and told my mommy and daddy that I was okay, that I was turning my phone completely off for the entire week. So all I could do was just film and be present and learn. And that's what I did. We made it to Hawaii and here's our girl.
Be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're gonna meet, who you're gonna meet, who you're gonna meet.
Oh my god, breakfast every day. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because you don't know who you're gonna meet, who you're gonna meet.
Kiwi tomato. Hot baby. A loofah? Oh wow. Yeah, what the? I never knew that was coming from a plant.
Chew on it?
On any part. The whole thing. Okay.
Oh, my teeth are gonna break.
Just chew straight on it. We juice it and like.
So spit it out?
Yeah.
Nutritious. Wood. I really don't know how you're biting it so hard. You got like the jawstring of a pit bull. Why are you being shy? It's making me like salivate.
showers, nothing like it. So fresh. Like before. So refreshing. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see. There's like a layer. Oh my god!
I belong to you. I belong to you. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust.
Oh, it's really warm. It's really hot.
Loving, baby.
That is
Hot air.
So separated kind of by like big and small. Get it all in there, girl. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that angle. Goodbye to Danger Dale. Goodbye. Okay. Beautiful. So cool. Oh yeah!
Is that the desserts? What is this?
What's it taste like? Straight fire. Not bad. She's crazy.
Take me to your heart. I belong to you. Take me to your soul.
So I guess that was everything. That was me just pouring my heart and soul into this trip and hoping that you guys can even see a piece and a reflection of what this trip meant to me and just how much it changed my life. And I know with everything in my heart like how much it changed me and like how much it can change you. So if you have any passion for sustainable living or traveling or responsible traveling or like meeting new people or pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, then book a freaking trip. I know I'm gonna plan to go to Nicaragua in January with Gib. So if you want to come with me or you want to go on a trip with me or go and experience new things on your own, I seriously highly encourage it. I know that it changed my life. I know that it changed every person that I met on this trip's lives. It just makes me like freaking cry and it just makes my heart so happy because this was such a transformational time in my life and I can fully with complete honesty tell you that this was the best week of my entire life. And I'm not gonna cry, okay? I love you guys. Don't forget I'm linking every single thing in the description. If you have any questions, comment them all down below. I will answer every single question you might possibly have. Definitely go check out Gib. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening to me and for coming on this little journey with me. So many more journeys to come with Gib. Thank you, Gib, for changing my life. Thank you to every person that I met on this trip for changing my life. I love you all. We're gonna change the world together. One of our guys told me this quote on our trip and he said, "You're just one little droplet in the big wave of change." And that will stick with me forever. So I guess I'll leave you with this. Just be the best possible you that you can be for our earth, for your friends, for our environment, for your family, and we can change the world together. I'm gonna go cry now. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Mwah. No!